Guys, welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm May.
And I'm Laura. And today I'm talking a lot of celebrity news. Got to be honest. There's a lot of celebrity stories, but some are business.
Okay.
I'm talking Justin Bieber's weird Mother's Day.
I saw this.
He had a weird Mother's Day. We will discuss. Selena Gomez is having maybe a weirder week. Her startup WonderMind is having some problems.
WonderMind. I've never even heard of this. Okay.
That's part of the problem. That is exactly part of the problem. And then I'm going to briefly talk about this new sculpture in Times Square that people are reacting to.
Great. So I am going to talk about the Suffolk County mayor that put out a list of deadbeat dads for Mother's Day. I think it's iconic. We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
And I'm going to name names. How about that? I'm going to name these fucking names because they deserve it. Okay.
Wait, this is a Mother's Day themed after the fact.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of mothers.
We didn't give you a heads up in order to tell your mothers Happy Mother's Day. We're just going to shame you if you didn't.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
How about that? Speaking of mothers, I'm going to be talking about Elizabeth Holmes' partner and baby daddy is venturing into this startup world, and you're not going to believe what his startup is doing. It's ridiculous. I'm going to talk just a little bit about, I saw something come up on my Instagram that 9/11 dogs needed a morale boost, and I'm going to talk about how they did that. So sad. Heartwarming.
There's 9/11 dogs are still...
No, I think just back in the day.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, those are...
Yeah.
Really old dogs.
And female fish, they're just like us. We'll talk about what that means.
Oh my God,
as
iconic.
well.
I knew I was a female fish. All right, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
Wow, Mother's Day themed.
Mother's Day themed.
How was your first Happy Mother's Day in arrear.
Thank you.
Happy belated Mother's Day, May.
Thank you.
Everybody in the pod, sound off in the comments. Happy first Mother's Day to May.
It was good. Mark is famously out of town, but he did get me a gift card to Sailor.
Yes.
In our neighborhood. Another hint. But anyway.
This whole podcast is just like when are you guys going to find us?
Also, people are like, yeah, we get it. You live in Fort Greene. Like, it's
we don't. Yeah. Also, like, we're good.
Yeah, right.
We're good. It's fine.
Anyway, so yeah, we went to Sailor. I brought Kelly, friend of the pod, to Sailor. It was really nice. And I also went on a little park hang situation walk with Joe List and Sarah Tolomash.
What a nice day.
Yeah.
What a beautiful Mother's Day.
Yeah, it was nice.
We'll have to figure out how to top that next year. God damn it.
I know.
Wait till this guy's in action, though. When he starts contributing to the Mother's Day.
Oh.
You're going to get some macaroni necklaces.
Oh, my God. He's going to write me a little card and just scribbles like this on it.
Yeah. Oh.
That's going to be nice.
Oh, he made a noise about that.
He said, yes, I will, Mom.
Oh, that's a good idea. He is devastated he missed celebrating Mother's Day this year.
Yes, devastated. He says, oh, no. What the hell? I wish I could tell you. Well, speaking of Mother's Day, something iconic happened in Suffolk County, famously, I think is like most of Long Island. And the sheriff, which by the way, I didn't know that Long Island had sheriffs, but that's a whole nother
sense. Don't they have like the
story?
mob?
I guess.
Isn't the mob there?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's certainly some crime, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Long Island for sure. Sheriff Errol Toulon Jr. is a goddamn saint, and he reported outside of Yap Fink Correctional Facility. I feel like everything in Long Island is like Ronkonkoma.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like the craziest
A lot
names.
of like consonants repeating over like syllables.
Mm-hmm. I believe the word we're looking for is Native American.
Is it Native American? I was like over here just over like, are there Native Americans in Long Island? Fair enough.
No, I mean Native American names of the towns. So no Native Americans. They were all eradicated.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, obviously not anymore. Famously, right. No.
Famously, no.
Famously, they trailed to tears them out of there.
They sure did. Oof.
Right? That's relevant? Okay.
I think so.
Look at me with my history.
Anyway, Suffolk County named its 10 worst deadbeat dads that are ducking their baby mamas and kids in terms of child support.
Wow. What a viral list you don't want to make.
So the officials pushed Thursday to track down the alleged bums. as they're called in this article.
Alleged. I think
Alleged.
we're guaranteed bums. In this case, I think it's certified bums.
Yep. Big time bums. And they were tracking them down before Mother's Day. So there was men plastered to a wall of shame, and they collectively owe their baby mothers nearly $1.5 million.
Whoa.
With one of the alleged deadbeats, Gustav Schochter of Farmingdale. Gustav, if you're listening.
Not friend of the pod.
Not
Gustav.
friend of the pod. Enemy of the pod.
Enemy of the pod.
Has been dodging $420,000 in child support by himself.
Wow. So he's never paid.
He's never paid.
He out the gate was like, who? Huh? Who are you?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Wow. So that feels crazy that they got them to this level. Do you know what I mean? Like that got this far and not paying their child support.
Well, you
and
go
like,
to jail for not paying child support. So they're trying to track them down.
Okay. Oh, so
don't
they're
know where
trying
they
to
are.
catch them at this
Yeah.
point. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was like, how have they not fucking arrested them like a long time ago?
You know where they
garnish their wages or whatever the move is.
You know where they probably are? They're probably with some new girl who's like, oh, they're crazy and da-da-da and help me. And the girl's like, he loves me, so I'm hiding him in
He's
my
probably
basement.
in Thailand or something.
People from Long Island don't go to Thailand. Okay. They don't.
Excuse me. I thought they might travel.
No one from Long
Thought it was
Island,
like a Walter Goggins situation.
no one from Long Island has ever gone to Thailand.
Not one person.
Mark my words.
You heard it here first, folks.
How incredible is that, though? I'm like, fuck yeah.
It is cool
so
that
great.
they're making that like shame announcement. Now on the flip side, I will say maybe not the best strategy because everyone's gonna be like, well, the guys know like they're after me. Like
They probably know they were after them before, though.
yes.
Right?
So is the concept that people who know those people will
We'll
like turn them in?
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, I'll tell you, if I knew who this Gustav guy was, I would turn him in.
I would totally turn him in.
I would be like,
I
Your
would
baby.
gladly turn him in.
also epic to do it on Mother's Day.
so epic.
So epic. That was a good choice. I didn't know the Suffolk County NYPD play like that, right? Hear him? He's also.
Yeah, he's saying, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear this. He's making truly the cutest noises I've ever heard in my life. It's like I
Very
feel
nice
like I
little
need to give him the
cooing.
microphone because he certainly has better things to contribute than I do. I'll tell you that.
I got nothing to say.
I've got nothing better to say than
How-
a baby cooing.
Oh, he's cooing.
I'm competing with a baby cooing right now.
I know. I think he's a tired baby.
No, take a napsy.
Take a nap, my guy. Take
Just
a nap.
like our listeners do.
Yay.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck these guys.
That's epic.
So here's what they all look like. This is Gustav.
Gustav could be uglier. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I guess he's the number one.
That makes
Ralph
sense.
Dickinson, John Maines, Christopher Haylett, Christian John Brown, Loro Encolada, Mark Olivo, Marlo Giro Fuentes, Jose Cuatu Bonilla, Jose Brand,
Jose Brand, I feel
well.
bad for because homeboy is 17 in the hole
17,000.
compared to freaking Gustav over here, 422,000 in the hole.
True.
He's like, I got laid off.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying.
I'm giving it my best.
I'm really, really, really trying. It's just they're not hiring a lot of like, I don't know, marketing executives right now. Like, I don't know if you've been reading in tech. It's just difficult.
Yeah.
The freaking Suffolk police are reporting on me. Like, I've had a bad month, okay? Mm-hmm. Damn.
Unbelievable.
Well, I will say one person who is maybe getting even more hate on Mother's Day, and deservedly so, is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is struggling right now.
Always.
And I get it, and we feel very bad for him. However, we are adults, and you are a father.
Yeah.
And I think he's like in his 30s now?
Oh, yeah. I think he's like 31 or something like that.
Right. So like
At least.
like it's time to, at the minimum, you could struggle mentally, but like go get your help and then otherwise like treat people kindly. And that is not what he did on Mother's Day when he posted Mother's Day sucks ass on his wife Hailey's first Mother's Day. They have a 7-month-old or
Something
something
like that.
Yeah, I think the baby was born in like August.
It's probably the first time he's ever spent time with this baby. He's like,
Jack Blues was born in August. Hailey had this baby in August. She is still healing up from the old, like that's not that long ago.
it's not that long ago.
under a year-old baby, and he decides to post, as a note, Mother's Day sucks ass. Meanwhile, Hailey posted a sweet photo with her baby saying, I love being your mommy, Jack Blues.
God.
Guys.
Oh.
Guys. And I know the internet is all like anti-Hailey right now because she stalked Justin. But like, I don't know. I kind of thought that was kind of funny.
Well, I think that's
a little bit funny.
She saw what she wanted and she got it, but boy, did she get it.
This is
a tale, like, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it.
100%.
As someone who gets shit on the internet quite a bit, like, it's fucking hard. And it's hard. I can't imagine the magnitude. Like, she is a she's like a big international celebrity. Also, I will say this. I think that your partner controls the narrative around you. Like, if he was like, thank you to my wife, Hailey, for being the most amazing mom. We're so lucky to have you, blah, blah, blah. People would fall in line and like, they'd be like, oh, look at this adorable message. He respects her. Let's also respect her.
Right.
But when he disrespects her, it gives them agency to be like, we're also going to disrespect her. He likes it when we talk shit about her. He likes it because look at how much he does it.
No, it's
you know what I mean?
Crazy. And he has 294 million followers. I promise you he has a social media team he could use.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, okay, like, I don't know, like, what to say to, like, craft.
Come on. I mean,
at the minimum, don't say it sucks ass on her. Your baby's sitting next to you screaming, and you're just like, Mother's Day sucks ass.
And it's not that funny. It's like, if he meant it as a joke, it doesn't read like that. It just reads as like you're a fucking douchebag. You can't spend one goddamn afternoon with your son.
Oh, he's
daughter.
Very self-involved. And again, I understand that he's been through some shit, but like, there's a certain point where you just got to own your bullshit, own your mental health issues, and still treat people with kindness.
Especially the mother of your child and your wife.
That sucks that his kid is going to grow up and be like, oh, that was great move, Dad.
Right, exactly.
Awesome dad alert.
And I'm sure, like, I remember a few years ago when people were coming at Hailey particularly hard. They comes in like waves with her.
Yeah.
Where, like, the internet will all rally against her and then they cool off and then keeps going up and down. And I remember she'd like posted something where she was just like, leave me alone, and was like,
right,
seemed like pretty just like at the end of her wits.
Rope.
And so to have like your own husband not support you on social media is devastating. She's a person, and she's also been through a lot being with him.
Absolutely.
A lot.
I saw her fall down when she was running after him on the skateboard. Have you seen that video?
Yeah. I have. It's pretty funny, but it is tragic. It's funny. So tragic.
It's funny, but then when you think about the human behind it, you're like, damn, that's
terrible.
I mean, I tell you, we'd have been fighting that night. Oh, you better believe it. Fights would have been had. Mm-hmm. He did then follow up this weird ass note. I think people immediately were like, yo, what the fuck was that? It is literally Mother's Day. This is not a great look. He followed up with like another story that says, Hailey Bieber, come meet me in the theater room. I want to show you something. He also spells nothing correctly. In this, why are you writing it like this?
I don't know. And then he gives her a crazy gift or something. I hope.
And then he apparently like had some like flowers or some shit for her in their theater room. Nice. But also, this is so performative that he summons her to their theater room through his Instagram story.
Right.
Like, she's on her phone and she's like, fucking Justin needs me to go to the theater room right now.
Maybe she wanted it to be public, though. You don't know.
Yeah, but like, you're going to summon her via... That's weird.
No, I agree.
You could all walk over to her and say, what's up? And then also, even to make it 1 degree additionally strange, he then a little bit later, I think he posts like the fucking flowers or some shit. And then he goes at Hailey Bieber over a screenshot of his note. And the note is... Party Next Door's song Resentment. Do you know what that song is? I don't know the song. But one of the lyrics in the song, I guess, is, I want to go above and beyond for you, girl, I swear. But the song is called Resentment, and the song is about basically this girl that the Party Next Door resents.
Okay.
And then he texts Hailey Bieber with this emoji, the little hands up emoji and kissy lips. Yeah, see? He's crying at that too. It's an inappropriate thing to do to the mom.
It is. I gave him a little plastic remote to chew on.
How's that? How's that remote? Tastes nice.
He seems to be enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. He sure does. But yeah, like even this post alone, I would be upset.
Really? Yeah.
Him tagging this song about resenting a woman?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I would just be like, dude, seriously, like you're inviting all this hate into my life where people are like, oh, he resents her, see?
He's like trying to do these weird coded messages to his followers like, I fucking hate my wife, am I right?
Yeah, no, literally.
And she's like, I'm right here with your goddamn baby.
He needs to take responsibility for
his baby.
At least a portion of that, you know?
He's a father.
Yeah.
Like, pull it together, man. Go get some mental help. I don't know. People are saying he's on drugs. I have no idea if he's on drugs or not.
He looks very much on drugs.
He looks like he is struggling, and I hope he gets the help he needs and that he can afford. This isn't like he's like, you know, a low-income husband who's like a fucking veteran, has been back, has PTSD, and is like working his ass off. And like, yeah, they might not nail the Mother's Day fucking post because he's 3 jobs or some shit, you know?
Right.
No, this guy has hundreds of millions of dollars.
And he knows
and
that
a theater room.
Well, and he knows that his wife has been under scrutiny for years and years and years over this relationship. They know that his wife gets shit all the time about how he's still in love with Selena.
Sometimes from me, okay? Sometimes it's from me. Either way, she deserves the support.
Like all that shit where it's like, literally she had to deal with for years people saying that he didn't even like her. He still liked Selena. And now he's going to go on and basically like try to affirm these people that are hating on his own wife. I mean, it's really like, it's really insidious. And I feel like
I don't like it at all.
I feel like people would see that on the surface and be like, oh yeah, he's weird, whatever. And I'm like, no, it's way more than that.
No, I hope she is getting some therapy because, well, I don't even know what the therapist would say.
God, she's in I think I'm in a unique situation when I get shit. She's in a real unique situation.
She really is. Van.
Oh, Van. Like, I listen to true crime a lot, and that's one of the things that they always say. They're like, I could feel bad for the child that like mom ran out on them or whatever. Yeah. But I don't feel bad for the adult that serial killed a bunch of people.
No.
You know, because there's a lot of people that have terrible childhoods or terrible whatever that
don't do bad instead
things
are positive and, you know, take responsibility for making sure that they get the help they need. Mm-hmm. And again, he has the resources available to him in order to do so.
I mean, all of the resources.
He has
every resource.
Max resources.
Yeah.
He could perhaps, maybe this is the perfect segue. Maybe if Justin Bieber was struggling with his mental health, he could have hit up his old homegirl, Selena Gomez.
Oh God.
who has a mental health startup called WonderMind. I have never heard of WonderMind once in my life. Have you heard of this place?
I have never heard of this once. She would also, if you are a business run by Selena Gomez and no one knows who it is, like who is running that team?
What do you mean?
Who is on the marketing team and where did they come from? And is this their first job and are they like 14 or something?
I don't understand. I think we could do a couple of Instagram posts that would bring more awareness than WonderMind did.
Yeah.
No, this whole thing actually feels freaking sus. I'm going to go ahead. I don't really know. I'm just going off of the stuff from Forbes. I'll tell you about it. So basically, WonderMind was founded by Selena Gomez, her mom, and Daniela Pearson, who is the founder and CEO of women's newsletter, The Newsette. Have you heard of The Newsette?
No.
Thank you. Neither have I. So
what does women's news even mean?
I don't. Yeah. Why do we have to make it like the news, but for bitches?
That's kind of like the Skim. It was like the news, but like not like long.
Not like hard.
No, I don't want to like read like.
It's kind of like our
words.
podcast, but we're just like cunty.
Actually, that's so funny. I'm like making fun of them, and I'm like, but we're doing like chunks of news with no information. Is that better?
But it's for both men and women, and that's the difference. It's for and they's. We don't give a shit what's going on down there. In fact, I'd rather not know.
How about that?
Between you and your partners.
Okay, continue.
Okay, anyway, so they developed this news site to be a sexier, more entertaining competitor to sites like Psychology Today and WebMD.
Okay.
Not necessary.
I find Psychology Today and WebMD plenty sexy.
You can, if you're creative enough, you can make it happen. You're telling me you couldn't find one article on WebMD that didn't do it for you? That means you need to go.
A lot of body parts on WebMD.
There sure are, and things are happening to them. They are engorged. All right. So point being, they decided to create this women's newsletter. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is actually not just for women, though it definitely had like a chick vibe to it. WonderMind was founded back in, I think it was 2022. So it's kind of been around for a little while. And it has a 15-person staff. And it had initial backing from, what was it? Serena Williams VC company, who put in, I think, like $5 million.
Oh, wow.
So they had like some real money. And between Serena and freaking Selena Gomez, and then this person from the Newsette, you'd think that maybe they could pull something off.
Yeah.
It is not doing well.
Wow.
It is not doing well at all. And in fact, they had, as of last weekend, not paid over like $60,000 in invoices to vendors and to their actual employees.
You would think that Selena Gomez, she's a billionaire. She would just be like, here you go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what the entire internet was saying. They were like, wait, I'm
Right.
sorry. Isn't she famously extremely wealthy?
Right.
Like kind of celebrated being extremely wealthy.
Maybe rare beauty isn't as liquid as we think it is.
And that's what people were saying, but I'm still like, I mean, I get that it's not liquid and that all 800 million or whatever she has of wealth is not going to be immediately accessible.
But 60,000
But come on.
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Her mother, who is...
I just imagine Selena Gomez spends $60,000 on like a fucking purse every day.
Right?
You know what
or
I mean?
at least should be able to.
Right.
And I guess her mother, Tiffy, I didn't catch her first name. Apologies. Her mom took out a loan on her own home in order to pay these employees.
Why?
Something's off, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that not make sense to you?
Makes no sense at all. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, they had $100 million valuation in their Series A funding round, and I guess they've made $0 goddamn dollars. Tiffy had...
What does it do? It's just
a website. Like, I looked at the website and there's nothing really... Like, let me pull it up. WonderMind.
Okay, here we go. First, mental fitness ecosystem.
And it's like just a bunch of articles. Like, what is stonewalling and are you guilty of it? Probably. I don't even understand. There's no ads here.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You can filter by your feels. What's my feel? I'm anxious always.
Let me see what I am. Sad.
We're not talking about anxiety poops, but we should be.
Mental real stories. Wait a minute. How did you get to your
If you click the little wheel in the corner, the bottom left, you can filter by feels.
Filter by
We just do
feels.
like a big ad for WonderMind.
I know.
We're like, guys, this is actually a pretty good site.
Sad. Let's see what's under sad. That's me.
25 books that actually change people's lives. That's to be fair.
Here's how to sit with your sadness. Girl, I got that down packed. I will weep in a tub anytime you ask me to.
Well, here's how to not spiral or crash the party.
Okay.
I'll send that to you. Your guide to FOMO. So I mean, here's the thing. These are cute articles. And honestly, this is very BuzzFeedy to me. And I love a little BuzzFeed.
Me too.
I love a little clickbaity. Give me some bullshit. Give me like 6 paragraphs of nonsense. Consider why you're actually upset. That's a great tip. This is like if ChatGPT... Oh my God, ChatGPT probably wrote this.
Okay, I use ChatGPT for... Because I remember we were talking about this. You've used it as a therapist before.
Yeah.
I use it. Phenomenal.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it
There you
basically
fucking go.
it
Isn't
like
it the
put
best?
everything that I wanted to say just in like a concise way.
Wait
It
till
wasn't
you start using it in convo. I'm gonna start getting these paragraphs from May. And I'm like,
Laura, the way that you made me feel the other night. But like, I just
no, it'll start with like a positive
yeah,
affirmation
it's like,
about me.
Laura,
ChatGPT 's
I
like,
value your friendship, and I know that our podcast can be successful if we work together and we clear the air. But no, the fucking it was like so. It was just so good, and it like a part of me was like, oh, is this like confirmation bias because it's me? But then also I just asked like a simple question and it came out with things that I was like, okay, thank you. I feel the same way.
correct. So I feel very validated.
Very
What I
validating.
have done is been like, hey, I'm concerned that this is just confirmation bias to me. Could you try to give me like, the devil's advocate?
Oh, that is smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it's always been on my side nonetheless. But either way, you could definitely prompt it and be like, no, but for fucking real. Like,
yeah.
Like, is there areas I need to toughen up?
Or like,
no.
what would their counter argument be to my question?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So it's just about like the prompting. Guys, this is fuck you, WonderMind, ad for ChatGPT once again.
Oh yeah. Once again. Anyway. Yeah, no, I kind of like this website, to be honest with you.
It's not a bad website. Selena Gomez is listed as a co-founder on this website, and I think she's called the chief innovation officer or something along those lines. But who I want to talk about for a second is Daniela Pearson, who I mentioned with the Newsette, and we kind of glossed over that a little bit, but it was valued. So Daniela Pearson hit the scene a few years ago and has been recognized as one of the wealthiest self-made women in the United States with a net worth of $220 million as of 2022.
Wow.
She was featured on Forbes 2020 30 under 30 list in the media category. A red flag.
Red flag. The reddest always.
Of flags. And the second I saw that, I go, I'm gonna look more into this.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of bullshit. And I don't have a ton of backing, but I did talk to ChatGPT and I go, hey, give it to me straight. This valuation is completely BS, right? And they were like, well, it is generous. It is generous.
Generous. That's such a funny way to say it.
Yeah. So
what was it evaluated? Sorry, one more time.
So her money apparently comes from her newsletter, the Newsette. And the Newsette is not a website, is purely a newsletter, like Substack or like a fucking Zanga or like what are those other ones that we had? There was a billion of these.
Right.
We've all had the Skim is a great example. I have 30 newsletters that I receive every morning and I ignore. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's what you do with a newsletter. But she has all of these articles out there, with Business Insider and other organizations, interviewing her about how she was so innovative and how she came up with the idea for this.
Of a newsletter. No one's ever had that idea before.
One of the quotes from this was, the winter break of my sophomore year, I was like, your inbox is always so negative and cluttered. You barely want to look at it because it's oh God, there's an email from my professor or my boss. So what if there was an email every day that was your friend in your inbox? Wouldn't that be so happy and delightful and an oasis in your morning? I tried to look for something like that, but other newsletters were rounding up the hard-hitting news. Even though those topics are important, they can be a little depressing. So thinking, why isn't there something that makes me feel like I checked my 50 favorite websites with fashion, tech, pop culture, and also give me inspiring images and real inspiring interviews with a woman?
That is literally the tab section of any magazine, anything, any newspaper or whatever, New York Times, that kind of thing, Washington Post.
Insanely 2010s coded.
That is literally just how a newsletter would work. It's here's tech, business,
fashion,
pop
culture,
entertainment. You are describing the New York Post, is what you're describing.
That's what you just described.
And by the way, I love the New York Post.
I love it. The Business Insider was inspirational. First wealthiest BIPOC woman of all time, basically.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And it gave it a valuation of $200 million.
How?
And I was
Where?
What do you mean?
What are they
selling?
selling?
What do you fucking mean?
They're not even.
So
what is going on here?
I looked into this and I was like, no, but for fucking real, because she does seem to have employees. So what are these people doing?
Yeah.
I guess it's essentially just got lucky with the timing is really what it comes down to. They are apparently the OG of newsletters. They purchased subscribers, so they did ads back in the 2015 and 2016 when it was really, really easy to run ads on Facebook and get those turned over into subscribers for your newsletter.
Yeah.
And now they run an extremely affiliate-heavy ecosystem. So they have 500K subscribers, and through that, with product placements from Amazon and Michael Kors, they were able to make about $1 million in a month in September, which was reported in October 2020. So I still think that doesn't make a ton of sense ongoing. I do appreciate that if you happened to hit where the freaking links are at the very beginning, when we weren't being given those links from every single time. I'm probably getting a push notification with a link right now,
Yeah.
There's so many affiliate sites that are always trying to get our contention. So if you were really early on that, sure, I bet you made some money back then. I'm going to argue that it's not going to fucking keep making you money going forward.
No.
Good luck.
No.
Good luck there. But $200 million valuation. That is insane. That makes no sense.
I don't understand. I'm no venture capitalist or whatever the fuck, but I'm like, huh?
And it's all privately done. So she never even has gone through a venture capitalist like analysis.
Screening. Interesting.
Never happened. Forbes has officially recognized Pearson as one of the youngest, wealthiest self-made women of color in the United States, attributing her net worth largely to her ownership of the Newsette, ownership of which she self-reported a valuation of $200 million.
Right.
What are you talking about?
No, this is crazy.
What's going on? What do you mean?
You know what's worth $200 million? This podcast.
Yeah, I decided it.
Yeah, we just decided
Call
today.
Forbes?
Hello.
Yeah, no, we'll be on the list.
Yeah. I'm like, unfortunately, we have to be on 40 under 40.
God. 35 under 35.
Yeah. Barely.
we keep doing subsections. 34 and a half. Under 34 and a half. Mm-hmm. Van can be the owner, and he's the first baby ever.
Just in his name.
Okay. So this is the person that Selena decided to like co-found WonderMind with, along with her mother. Which is, I guess, makes sense because, again, back in 2022, we kind of were still in that mindset of like, oh, like, you know, all of this is real. And no, people weren't as skeptical as we are now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We were kind of like mental health, like, you know,
I don't know. I feel like I was skeptical as shit
okay,
back
not
then.
us.
Yeah, but like people in general.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like,
Twitter
oh,
was still a thing.
Who are you talking to? I was like, I was so skeptical about fucking everything.
Yeah, likewise,
Yeah.
obviously. That's why we do this kind of a podcast where we
Right.
rip on people. Not just women, folks. We rip on men a lot.
Actually, primarily men.
Primarily men.
In our defense.
But I will say, if a girl's going to do some bullshit like this, I'm going to make fun of it.
I think
Gotta
that's
make fun of it.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
going to make fun of it.
Right.
Here we are. And we were just defending Hailey Bieber, so fuck you.
So fuck you.
Fuck you.
Voices in our mind that
Voices in
made
our
up this
mind.
narrative.
Maybe I should go see WonderMind and what they have to say about voices in our mind. So anyway.
I'm not kidding. I'm going to spend some time on this website. It looks
Hell yeah.
pretty good.
Well, let us know how it goes.
I will.
But yeah, apparently in a recording of an all-hands meeting from a few weeks ago, Tiffy, who is the CEO, told employees that she'd taken out a loan against her home to keep the company afloat. And that they then told Forbes on Saturday that they had rectified the situation of the outstanding debts. Then on Monday, I think of this week actually, they said we're going to have a transition into a new chapter for WonderMind. On Monday, they met with all the employees and fired all but 4 of them. They were like, oh, you're not getting paid? Yeah, you're fired. We forgot to tell you.
So 4 people work at this company.
Now 4 people are left. There's not going to be any new articles, but do enjoy those articles while they're still up.
I will. But what are they doing then? Just maintaining the website? Like,
I have no idea. I mean, I think that this is probably going to be like lights out for this company.
Where are they based? LA?
Probably New York is my guess, but maybe LA. Who knows? Yeah, see if there's any job applications open.
I forget what my LinkedIn password is. Let's see. Oh,
there you go.
Oh,
so yeah, they were laid off. They were apparently paid the back pay they were owed and are given 2 weeks severance. So like, as much as I feel it's shitty that they weren't paid for that period of time, obviously.
Right.
And it's crazy, especially when you have the wealthiest BIPOC woman of all time and Selena Gomez
yeah.
involved, that they couldn't like make sure their employees were taken care of. You'd think that they'd morally want to, especially when it's about like mental health.
I know.
This is a mental health company.
Right.
I'm feeling sad because my employer didn't pay me.
And they're
at
like,
Selena Gomez.
Here are tips to de-stress and meditate on that sadness. And it's like, no, bitch, I want money.
I want to get paid. This is real. This is not just like meditation and vibes.
Yeah.
I can't sauna this away. Okay.
I cannot sauna away the fact that I can't afford rent in Gramercy or wherever these girls live.
Exactly. I am hungry. And I was not getting paid. So a spokesperson apparently said no comment when questioned about the layoffs, and Selena Gomez has not been able to be reached about it. People were saying, well, was she involved in this shit at all? Like for real?
No, I couldn't have been.
And apparently there's conflicting reports on this. Selena, who I actually have here, she's estimated to be worth about $700 million, mostly due to rare beauty. But point being, again, 60 grand
60
or whatever
grand
should
is
be available.
nothing.
Though I messed up. The 60 grand was owed to one PR company.
Okay.
So let's call it
it 500,000.
generously. Let's call it 500,000. That's not that. That shouldn't be that much. This is bad
Yeah.
press, Selena.
This is bad press.
Unimpressed.
And she's been such a champion for mental health for the longest time. She like famously takes really long breaks from social media, which good for her.
Good for her.
Oh, bless you.
Bless
oh no,
you.
He's got a cough. It's
No,
brutal. I know.
he's a
How
cutie,
sad is
though.
that?
He's cute. He's taking a nap. Good
It's
boy.
also so fucking crazy, and this has been discussed ad nauseum on the internet, but how mismatched her and her fiance are in terms of physical
appearance.
sexiness.
I think he's very talented, which makes up a lot.
that's true. That
Again,
does make a lot of
incels,
sense.
no excuse.
No, there is no excuse.
No excuse. Oh, you don't have a great jawline? Go do something.
Right. By the way, women don't care about that at all.
We don't care.
If there's a man who's like 6'5" and looks like a model, I don't give a
Honestly,
shit if he's stupid.
Orange flag.
Yeah, no, literally.
Kind of like, well, did you do other stuff too? Because that's going to matter.
Yeah, like this is kind of embarrassing for you.
I think a little embarrassing. You're kind of too ripped. Get back on the laptop, buddy. See some emails move.
Yeah, that's what turns me on, seeing emails move.
It does. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like when shareholders are experiencing value.
Oh my God.
That is good stuff. That is good stuff.
Jesus Christ. I hate society. I hate everything about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a section of WonderMind for that.
Yeah.
So she is apparently the chief innovation officer, and they were like, hey, are you involved? A current employee said she is not engaged at all and said that we have to fight with her agent to get her to do anything for us, and she rarely does. Apparently, she has only met with the staff 3 times.
Okay, but
No, once in 3 years. Sorry, I misread that. Once in 3 years.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
they were founded 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So she just like tossed them the keys and was like, good luck.
I get that Selena Gomez is very, very busy.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can't zoom in for 15 minutes on like an all hands meeting and be like, we're doing important work, or like however she talks, like, we're doing important work here, guys.
With our articles.
Be proud. Or how, like, you know how she
We
has
should
that weird
consider-
voice now?
I've
Yeah.
not actually seen her speak. I've only seen still images of that woman for years.
It's actually sort of interesting. Maybe I can pull one up, but like she is speaking very strangely now, and she used to not speak like that.
Huh.
So I don't know what that's about either. Celebrities,
lupus?
man.
Doesn't she have
maybe.
lupus?
Yeah, she does have lupus. I don't know anything about lupus.
I know 0 things about lupus.
I know 0 things about lupus.
I think, wait, no, I know one thing. I think it makes you swollen. Yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. One thing.
Selena Gomez voice
Let's hear it.
change before and after. Oh, it's gonna be a fucking.
There's going to be an ad. And also, you know who? So now go to the...
Yeah.
But I got a call and I don't know, I love true crime and
Whoa.
I had
Yeah, it's like she's like tripping over her words.
so cool and I enjoyed working with both of them. Growing up in the spotlight has definitely taught me so much.
See, it's like strange.
Where I am.
She sounds depressed.
I think I've been really enjoying the process of being
Do you know what I mean? Her voice is
Yeah.
downturned.
Yeah.
Versus before it was very like, like
I mean, she was like a little kid then, to be honest, but like
super fair.
But still, it does feel like a bummer. But that's why I'm surprised that she wasn't putting more in like emphasis on this place, Wonderkind or whatever the fuck. Because what is it called?
WonderMind, I think.
WonderMind. Because
Wunderkind.
because like she's been so loud and proud about her struggles with mental health.
I know, which
So
is
I'm like,
cool.
yeah.
But it is weird to be like, all right, see ya. And then the employees are like, holy shit, we're not even getting paid. And she's like, bummer.
Yeah, no. It's
Now
crazy.
you'll also be advocates for mental health. You're also struggling with it.
God bless.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. I'm glad that they got paid and they got their 2-week severance and unemployment in New York or wherever the hell you guys live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to her. What you got?
Well, I have some like other Instagram stories I came across. This is going to fit the theme of our new announcement that we're coming out with.
Close, guys.
We're doing a photo shoot tomorrow. Rebrand probably next 2 weeks, and stay tuned.
Yes.
But anyway, this is more fitting for that theme. So I wanted to talk about the 9/11 rescue dogs. So they worked tirelessly, obviously, at Ground Zero, and they became visibly depressed when they only found bodies and not survivors. And they were trained to save lives. So when they couldn't, their spirits began to break. So rescue workers...
Jesus Christ, May, this is a sad one.
not all... They'll be more funny than sad. But they staged fake rescues, hiding themselves in the rubble so that the dogs would feel like they were heroes again.
Oh, wait, that's so
Isn't
sad
that
and
so
pure.
fucking sad? So they had to boost their little morale.
Wow, that's nice. That's like when you get like weird like stars at work, you know, and they're like, "No, you're doing great," and you're like, "I've made no commission," and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, but you
No,
hit your
keep
meetings
going.
goal. Great."
Yeah. Oh, so patronizing.
I know.
You met your meetings goal.
Great.
Well,
Great.
my BDR did that, but thank you.
Yeah, but thank you so much. That's very sweet that they did that for them. I'm glad the mental health of those dogs is being cared for. Actually, like I legitimately am. I'm like,
yeah, of course.
at least something. They're simple enough that they're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I rescued them. Great.
All is well.
Yeah. I would never have a dog
Babies.
because I think it's just too much work, but they are really nice.
I love a dog, but I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's more when we found that dog in Austin. I don't know if you guys were following along, but I found
Oh my God. Did we talk
I don't
about
know
this?
if we talked about this. When I was in Austin a few weeks ago, I'm walking down the street at like 9:30 on a Thursday, and I see this puppy, and I'm like, oh my God, puppy, love puppy, cute. And then I look around, I'm like, oh no, there's no one with this puppy.
Oh no.
This puppy is solo. And then I looked at the puppy closer, and it was, first of all, like 2 months old, like young, like puppy.
Yeah.
And very, very tired. And its belly was huge and smelled like piss. And I was like, oh no, this puppy's been abandoned and I am the only person here. Fuck. So I pick up the puppy and Matthew's like,
And it was so cute.
it was so.
What breed do you think that was?
I think it was part Dachshund.
Yeah, it was
Which
like,
is like insane.
it was like a little black dachshund.
Tight. It was so fucking cute.
It was so
It smelled
cute.
like piss. It was so tired. And Matt was like, you are going to be covered in fleas. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, but I mean, what are
like,
your options?
I'm
You
not
can't just
gonna-
leave the
I'm
puppy.
not going to leave this goddamn dog on the
No,
street.
obviously
So
not.
we sneak it into our hotel room and like clean her off and like feed her chicken from my salad.
Oh my God.
I know. And then
Yeah.
like call the emergency vet and they were like, she'll be okay for the night. And so like we were able to kind of get her chilled and give her some water and stuff. And she
Yeah.
perked up. And then we had to take her into the rescue the next morning.
Wow.
Why did I start talking about her in the first place? I got
Because
really,
of the 9/11 dogs.
because people kept saying to me like, you should adopt her. I can't believe you didn't adopt her. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it would be irresponsible of me to,
Yeah.
I would love to just listen to the like my heart and just adopt this fucking dog. It's the cutest dog in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like obsessed with me. I literally saved its life off the street.
Yeah, right.
How sweet.
Right.
However, I live in New York City, in Brooklyn, in an apartment where I could have a small dog, but I'm gone 50% of the time.
I would be raising that
You'd
kid.
have a
just-
goddamn-
or that
yeah.
kid, that dog
Mate.
just as much as you would be.
Absolutely. And that's not fair to anybody. Like
I
the
would be like, okay.
understandably.
Like,
when
I
password
cannot
comes
be-
over, he just kind of exists.
I can't be schlepping around
The fucking
a
dog.
dachshund and my son and all this stuff.
It's too much. I was like, it would be immature of me and selfish, and that's probably why this dog got ditched on the side of the road in the first place. Is someone made a dumbass decision. I get so pissed when people
No,
are
it's
like
insane.
irresponsible, especially with animals, because they have no like with
Autonomy.
animals and obviously with children.
Yeah.
where they're like, well, I just have to do whatever the fuck you say because you're in charge. But you're making dumbass choices because you're like, oh no, he's so cute. Fuck you. Of course it's cute. Give it to someone who can take care of it correctly.
True.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Well, I was one of those people who said you should bring it home.
Yeah,
So-
and I sent a long
Never
part, and I
mind.
chat GPT a little thing, and then another thing.
Yeah. And when you
But I
say that,
really
it
want-
makes me think that you haven't considered all of the.
To be fair, May was telling me to keep this dog in like jest. She's like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
actually,
I was
no.
like, you need
But some people were like,
him.
no, but seriously. And I was like,
No, don't make me feel badly about this. I'm doing the right thing.
correct.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
No, they are wrong. Speaking of animals with autonomy, I also came across a funny thing on not this 9/11 dog thing was not funny at all. I came across something on Instagram that I did find funny, and that is that female fish will fake orgasms to get the like if they don't think a male is good enough for them, they fake an orgasm so that they like save their eggs for a guy that they do.
They're just like us.
They're just like us. So like we see our worth. Okay. And we are not just giving it away to anybody. Okay. Like,
so they have, first of all, I did not realize female fish could orgasm. So kind of good for them.
I think that's how they get the eggs in the water.
Oh, so basically they get fertilized and then the orgasm is, shoots it out.
I don't.
We're making that up.
They do orgasm.
So it's not a science podcast.
Yeah. But basically they do this thing where that when they orgasm, they like wiggle kind of like us. And they they fake and they like I'm like, right? Have I been not convincingly faking it?
Oh no, we're not supposed to be wiggling? Oh, okay. Forget I said that.
Anyway, these bitches are wiggling and they're wiggling and not releasing their eggs. So the guy will just move on and they're like, thank God I got this fucking asshole out of here.
Wow.
I guess it's just like natural selection.
Yeah, that is. That's so funny. They're just like, They're like, no, I've seen you like literally have fishermen around here and you actually go for the bait, you fucking dumbass. You've been pulled out by a worm 3 times. Not gonna have your baby, you dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Just wiggle, he'll leave. He's really stupid. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Good for them. Fish are way smarter than I thought they were. I'm going to almost feel bad about eating them, but I won't.
No, I don't at all. I literally don't whatsoever. Thank you.
Perfect. So I will finish us up here with this story about the lady who, have you seen the Times Square sculpture of this black lady?
I have, and she's in like the frumpiest outfit in the world.
Yes, the frumpiest outfit in the world. There's like this 12-foot statue that they just put up in Times Square of this black lady, and she's just like wearing a like weird loose t-shirt and like kind of too tight of jeans, like weirdly fitting boot cut jeans and boots.
Yep.
It's a very strange choice for them to put in Times Square.
What was the message? What were they trying to do? Like the everyday people kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to. I guess the guy who sculpts it is a British artist, Thomas J. Price. And
he's like, Americans are large, right?
He's like, you guys, you like this, right?
You guys are frumpy, right?
It was designed to challenge traditional ideas of monumentality and representation.
Okay.
So it was supposed to represent like a normal ass plus size woman from
Dallas.
I
can get behind that, I guess.
I'm like, sure. And as you can imagine online, it's gotten all sorts of backlash. Twitter, which is like just like Nazis now, was like, wow, we hate this. Obviously, it's almost like boring how much we hate this.
Right.
It's kind of like too on brand for us.
Right.
How much we hate this. Other people were like, no, it's great, blah, blah, blah. What I found funny is that the lady who the statue is based off of did a post on TikTok in which she goes, you could have done me better than that.
Wait a minute. Is she? I thought she was kidding. I thought she like just so happened to look like the statue.
I'm pretty sure it's her. So
shut up. That's so
I'm fairly
funny.
certain it's her.
Oh my God. Because
if not, then she is like
super funny.
Super fucking funny. So we'll go ahead and let you guys decide for yourself here. I'm not telling you I'm a freaking news organization. But I will say that lady was just like, hey man, why'd you choose this like loose fitting t-shirt? Couldn't I have been in like a crop top with my hair in a bun? This is just like me getting up and going to the store.
It's me going to Target.
And it was very, very funny. I highly recommend checking out the little video of her. And she's like, and she looks like very much like her.
Oh my God, she does. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I thought. Wait, can I see the TikTok that you have?
Yeah,
I want to watch it because I'm like curious if I misinterpreted it.
Maybe I took it serious. Maybe I got AI'd.
Maybe you got AI'd.
Maybe I got AI'd. Let me find her.
I get AI'd often.
Here. NYC woman says she is the Times Square statue, but she wants to read.
Hey, it's me, the statue.
Okay, yeah, this does seem sincere.
Although I do really appreciate y'all putting me in the middle of Times Square, y'all could have did me, a better look. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my go to the grocery store look. You know what I'm saying? This is my wake up and throw something on so I can go grab the mail look. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my, oh shit, you gotta run to the store and grab some toothpaste because you forgot it look. This is not the look that I wanted y'all to do. more like this. Like, cutesy. Belly shirts, because you know they only for bitches with bellies. Maybe a side part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
maybe
she's
maybe
so
a side part.
funny.
I love
Or
her.
something more business casual.
Business casual.
Huh? Yeah. Maybe bun.
Oh my God, she is
I
funny.
need y'all to like do a little switcheroo.
Oh my God, she cracks me up.
That was iconic.
Man, so I guess it's still not clear if this is a joke or not. Everybody in the comments is like taking it dead serious.
Oh, that's so fun. I mean, she looks exactly like the statue. That is, she either saw the statue and was like, that'd be so funny if I did that, or like,
or
literally,
it based is. I mean, I think it's based off her or someone.
is it based on someone?
Made her reflect on what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking who knows.
Okay.
Ben Shapiro doesn't like it. Shocker.
Oh yeah. I
Grounded
think I saw
in the
that
stars.
because he was like,
Every day.
statues are supposed to be inspiring, and this is
I don't know. I'm inspired.
someone
Belly
without a
shirt.
belly shirt, something a little more business casual.
Business casual. That's so fucking funny.
I know the internet talks about it quite a bit, but it is so fucking funny. So goddamn funny that when we were in college, we were just wearing business casual to the club.
There's an God, this comic, I'm forgetting his name. He's in Atlanta. I think it's like Andrew or something like that. He's extremely funny, but he has this bit about how like women are wearing business casual to bed now.
We are? Oh yeah, I am. Because I have those like collared shirts.
I literally have long silk pants and a fucking collared shirt.
So do
Matthew
I.
was always like, what are you gonna go take a call?
That's hilarious. I went to the hospital with a bunch of business casual outfits.
pajamas.
Business casual pajamas.
Dude, I think about that joke like once a week.
That is so
God,
funny.
I need to find out who it is. I need to remember. He's like right there. God damn it.
Can I tell you
But
though?
you guys have to check his shit out. I can't. It's too good of a bit.
Can I tell you? I love a matching set.
Love
It has changed my life to go to bed in a matching set. Like,
So
it is good.
I have two versions of the same business casual outfit that I wear to bed. One is silk in black, and one is silk in navy blue.
Okay.
And I mixed them up.
Whoa.
2 nights ago, I wore the different top with the bottom,
It's
and
not
I
the
was like,
same.
I look like a fucking idiot.
Can't do it.
Navy blue top with black pants to bed.
To bed? No
What
way.
if I have a conference call?
What if you have a conference call?
What if I have to go to a meeting? I look stupid.
Business casual.
Matthew's like,
bed.
get out of this room.
That is the funniest bit I've heard in a long time.
Dude, it's really
That's
good. I'm gonna
funny.
find who it is and put it in the in our description so you can look it up, because I really want to give him kudos. It's a great bit, and he deserves all the love because I am LOLing at it. Yeah, friend of the pod. Do you know who that is?
Anyway, that's all I have on my end.
Yeah, me too. We are, as we told you, we are having this big announcement we're like, oh, we're going to do this. And then we're like, God damn it, we have to redo all of our shit.
I know, it's so annoying.
I need to know a picture. So anyway, that's happening tomorrow.
So yeah, we're going to do that. And so that's coming soon. That'll be really fun. And
Andrew Stanley.
Okay. Andrew Stanley.
Andrew
good for
Stanley.
you.
Thank God I found that so I wouldn't have had to fucking do something and plan something. Yeah. Check him out, folks. He'll
check
be in
him out.
Atlanta on June 7th.
Follow him.
He's going to a private event at Ansley Golf Club. It's so weird for me.
Follow Andrew Stanley. Follow me at May_Planner. Follow us at Risky Business News for now.
Follow me at Laura Sogar. And my Don't Tell set will be coming out in a few
God,
weeks.
yes.
I just watched it yesterday. Holy shit, that was painful.
Yeah,
was a
watching
really
yourself
painful-
is really brutal.
really
but I
pain-
promise you did great.
Thank you.
Everyone loved it.
I
It was
appreciate
really,
it.
really, really good. So look forward to that, everybody.
Yeah, watch it. Tell me if you agree. And if
Please,
you didn't
we
like
need the
it,
love.
You didn't like it. Honestly, I'll still take your feedback because we could use the engagement.
Just put like a ha. Just if you don't like it, honestly, just put like a ha emoji.
Say I look hot.
Yeah.
You could say that. I would
she's-
actually like that better than if you said
Yeah.
I was funny.
You know
I
what?
would.
You know what's funny is if like someone commented trying to be mean, they're like, "She's so ... pretty?" Question mark. I'd be like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god. I'd be like, look at this comment I got.
They're trying to drag me.
I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
that
And all the people that are gonna write women ... Go ahead and do that. It's good
Yeah.
for the algo.
I am a woman. And it's hard to be one. So
Yeah.
mission fucking accomplished. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
All
Bye.
right, bye.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.